The world is going mad, isn't it? You look at the amount of money they're paying for this boy, it's
£50 million.
He's a good player, but is he a great player in that? Come on.
Of course it's an assist from Kevin De Bruyne.
His brain is the best that I've seen.
You have era-defining players, he's definitely one of them.
I haven't seen anybody else do that.
His backside, he slams the ball into the net. What a goal!
I think he's the most clever player I've seen in my life.
Kevin De Bruyne's football brain is built different. The Belgian isn't just one of the best passers the game has ever seen, he's one of the most intelligent footballers in history. He plays like he sees the game in slow motion, reading situations before anyone else, creating opportunities that no defender can prepare for. But what is it exactly that makes his brain tick? How did rejection, loneliness, and resilience shape him into the ultimate midfield architect? And what is it about the way De Bruyne sees football that separates him from the rest? Today, we'll dive deep into his football brain and break down the 5 techniques that make him one of the most dangerous midfielders in the game. Kevin De Bruyne's journey started with isolation. As a teenager at Genks Academy, he was sent to live with a foster family. But after just one season, he was told they didn't want him back. They found him too quiet, too withdrawn. For a boy of just 14, it was devastating. But instead of breaking him, that rejection became fuel.
And I said to my parents, in two months' time, I will be in the first team.
His obsession with football was already unusual. He kept a personal notebook, recording his stats after every match. Passes, assists, goals. To him, football wasn't just about instinct. It was geometry, patterns, and numbers. That way of seeing the game like a puzzle to be solved became the foundation of his intelligence on the pitch. After breaking into Genks' first team and winning the Belgian Pro League, Europe's giants came calling. But at Chelsea under Jose Mourinho, De Bruyne was quickly discarded. He was told he wasn't training hard enough. He was shown stats that said he wasn't contributing. De Bruyne's reply: "I've only played 2 games, what do you expect?" Once again, rejection lit the fire. He left for Wolfsburg, and in the Bundesliga, he exploded. 20 assists in one season, voted German Footballer of the Year, outshining Bayern's superstars. Manchester City soon brought him back to England, and under Pep Guardiola, he found the perfect system to unlock his brain's full potential, with Pep calling him the most intelligent player he's ever coached. So what exactly is it that makes De Bruyne so special? The first of his talents is his scanning. His head works like a radar. Research shows he's hit scanning rates of 0.56 per second, among the highest recorded. This means that in the 10 seconds before receiving the ball, De Bruyne is scanning an average of 5.6 times. Take a look at this clip. De Bruyne drifts into the centre of the pitch, scanning like a hawk. 8 scans in just 10 seconds. So when the ball arrives, he already has a full picture in his head. One touch, and he threads a world-class pass through to Sterling, who really should score. It's the perfect blend of scanning and body shape. The scans give him the information, his open body position lets him turn and see the full field in one movement. Put them together and you get passes that most players wouldn't even attempt. While De Bruyne's scanning numbers are good, what truly sets him apart from other players is his elite timing. All professional players scan, yes, but few do it with the same purpose and timing as De Bruyne. When the ball is at a teammate's feet, his eyes are locked on it. In between touches, when the ball is moving, that's when he scans. Opponents, teammates, space, all logged instantly. Take this assist for Mahrez against Burnley, for example, and just look at how his scanning is almost metronomic. Ball touched, eyes on it. In between touches, scanning. He knows exactly where Mahrez is and doesn't even need to make a touch before passing. Scanning is one thing. Understanding what you see and how to take advantage of it is another. Here we see De Bruyne moving into the cover shadow of Kante and taking one final scan to assess what's behind him. If we fast forward slightly, we see what he spotted. 3 Chelsea defenders pinned by 3 City forwards. This is an invitation to drive forward into the space with the ball. He has one final scan as the ball is about to arrive at his feet before accelerating. He knows Kante is there and makes a smart decision by cutting across his path. He knows that this will either win him a foul or take Kante out of the game. He then sets himself before curling an amazing strike into the far corner. Pure football intelligence. De Bruyne is famous for his passing range, but the real secret lies in when he scans. It's the late glance, that critical scan taken as the ball is flying towards him, that transforms his decision making. Without that final look, his picture of the field just isn't complete. In some cases, the critical scan allows him to make passes without even needing to look. Sometimes it highlights pressure arriving from behind, other times it reveals a runner on the far side, letting De Bruyne play passes most players wouldn't even see, let alone dare. Scans can also be weaponized for deception. A quick glance in one direction to make your opponent think you're looking for an option that way, before quickly escaping the other. It's no wonder that new Manchester City signing, Tijani Reinders, heaped praise upon the Belgian scanning ability prior to joining the club. When I got older, I looked a lot to Kevin De Bruyne, Reinders told The Athletic in May. I watched his games, YouTube clips, especially the way he was scanning the pitch before he gets the ball, so he always knows where the space is. I try to do the same. De Bruyne is far more than just scanning though. The second hallmark of De Bruyne's football intelligence is something called la pause, the pause. La pause is the move that's not a move. That subtle art of waiting a split second longer, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The best players know when not to rush. By holding the ball just a moment, they freeze defenders, force mistakes, and create space. De Bruyne has mastered it. Take a look at this clip. After picking up the ball, he could make the pass at this point, but he processes subtle cues like distance and his opponent's body shape to realise that the pass will probably be intercepted or his teammate forced out wide. So he waits, and waits again, until the angle for the pass is just right. Watch closely in this next clip. The defender starts well, side on, ready to intercept, but the moment he turns square, he's stranded. De Bruyne reads it instantly, sliding the pass through at the exact moment of weakness. That ability to spot tiny details is no coincidence. After nearly a decade under Pep Guardiola, De Bruyne has absorbed countless tactical nuances and developed clever tricks of his own. These subtle movements might go unnoticed to most fans, but they're often the difference between a blocked attack and a chance created. The third of his favourite techniques is something inspired by Guardiola himself, called the same side tactic. It's especially effective against teams that sit deep in a low block. Here's how it works. A winger receives the ball while De Bruyne loops around on the same flank, drifting back into the space. The winger then cuts inside, dragging defenders with him before slipping the ball across. Suddenly, De Bruyne is free out wide, completely unmarked with acres of space to deliver. The ball is played back to him, and from there, he has time to pick up his head and send in one of those trademark inch-perfect balls into the box. A tiny rotation of rolls, a clever shift of movement, and just like that, the defence is undone. Number 4 is a classic KDB move, one we've seen time and time again. His trademark run into the half space. The half space is that dangerous channel between a fullback and a centre-back. It's a nightmare for defenders, because it opens up passing lanes, angles for shots, and crossing opportunities all at once. And De Bruyne, he lives in that zone. Take this example against Aston Villa. As the ball travels, he sneaks a quick scan to spot the gap. He makes his run towards the ball first, dragging the defender out of position. Then, with a sharp change of direction, he bursts into the half space, completely free. Suddenly, he's in the perfect spot to whip in one of those devastating crosses. It looks simple, but it's pure intelligence. Timing the scan, manipulating the defender, and attacking the most dangerous pocket on the pitch. Since his debut Premier League season in 2015-16, Kevin De Bruyne has created almost 300 more chances than any other player. His passing range and technique are world class, that much is obvious. But something De Bruyne has also excelled in is number 5 in his playbook, his long-range strikes. De Bruyne ranks 6th all-time for Premier League goals scored from outside the box, ahead of legends like Wayne Rooney and Thierry Henry. He's not just a spectacular playmaker and tactician, he's more than capable of taking the shot himself and scoring it. A complete 360 threat. Yes, his scanning, first touch and striking technique all play a part, but what really separates him is how he uses his football brain to outsmart goalkeepers, picking the right moment, the right angle, and the right strike to leave them with no chance. Let's look at this strike against Watford. On first viewing, it's a tricky one for De Bruyne. He has no real angle to get his shot off, and a defender right on his toes. But David Silva's run provides an opening. Notice how as soon as the defender takes that little step to his right to cover Silva's run, De Bruyne takes full advantage, shifting the ball out of his feet. He shapes his body as if about to curl one in the far corner, but it's a disguise. He instead cuts back across the ball, firing a powerful shot towards the near post. The keeper has no chance. One position De Bruyne has truly mastered is his floating in the space between the lines, that dangerous pocket just behind the opposition's midfield and in front of their defence. For defenders, it's a nightmare. Step up and you risk leaving a gap in behind, stay deep and De Bruyne has time to turn, face the goal and drive forward with speed. While a lot of players would panic in this situation and perhaps try to hit the ball too hard, De Bruyne uses his momentum differently. He knows he doesn't need to hit the ball that hard. Instead, he passes it into the corners with precision, low, fast, and almost impossible for goalkeepers to reach it in time. That calmness under pressure, turning chaos into control, is exactly what makes him so lethal from range. Kevin De Bruyne will undoubtedly go down as one of the greatest players the Premier League has ever seen. A game built on awareness, timing, and intelligence. A player who overcame rejection to conquer English and European football. From his fearsome crosses to his radar-like head, De Bruyne's football brain is simply exceptional. While De Bruyne's years of practice and top-level academy coaching helped him to reach this level, for many players, skills like vision, decision-making, and scanning still prove difficult to train, especially when you can only train solo and only compete in 1 or 2 competitive matches each and every week. This is one of the problems we help players tackle here at Be Your Best. At Be Your Best, we've built a VR platform designed to improve exactly these skills: scanning, awareness, and decision-making in match-like situations. It's used by some of the very best in world football: Martin Odegaard, Tchouaméni, Romeo Lavia, along with thousands of academy and amateur players around the world. All you need is a MetaQuest VR headset. You can train solo in real game scenarios and build the same habits players like De Bruyne use at the highest level. So if you're a player looking to sharpen your mind, or a coach wanting to develop smarter footballers, head to beyourbest.com to get started. Because the best players don't just react to the game, they see it before it happens. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.